This says use the picture below to fill in each blank. And then we've got a couple different pairs of angles here. So the first one says angles 4 and 5 are blank. And we want to fill that in with an angle name. So 4 and 5, we have lots of different choices. There are complementary angles, supplementary angles, vertical angles, and adjacent angles. Those are the 4 different vocab words that we can choose from. And I'm going to go through and kind of start eliminating options. So I know that they are not complementary because they do not make a right angle. I know they are not supplementary because they do not make a straight line. I know that they are not vertical because they're not across from each other. So that means that 4 and 5 are just adjacent angles. And adjacent means that they share this one line in the middle and that they are right next to each other. All right, then my next pair of angles is angles 2 and 3. So I'm going to mark those a little bit differently. There's angle 2. There's angle 3. And immediately I notice something about these. So it is true, they are adjacent, but I'm not going to pick that answer again. I'm going to look at what they formed right through the middle of the picture. And they formed a straight line, which means that angles 2 and 3 are supplementary angles. All right, we've got one more angle question. This one is a little bit different. It says find the measure of angle STV. And before I can do that, I have to solve. I need to set up an equation and solve it. So I'm going to take the 2 angles that I have, and I'm actually going to change that Q to an X because I don't love the letter Q. So I've got 3x plus 15x plus 18, and that has to equal 180 degrees because these angles make a straight line. Now, when you get to this point, it is completely up to you how you want to solve this. You can use Desmos entirely, or you can make a T-chart and solve it. But no matter what you decide to do, here's how that work is sort of going to end up looking. I'm going to subtract 18 from both sides. I'm going to get 18x equals, and then let's use our handy dandy calculator, 162. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 18. And I'm going to get x equals, and I believe it's going to be 9, but let's double check. Yep, it's 9. So it doesn't matter if you solve this by hand or if you solve this in Desmos. Either way, you're going to get x equals 9. And either way, that is not the answer to this problem because the question doesn't say solve for x. The question says, what is the measure of angle STV? So we're going to look just at angle STV, which is this obtuse angle right here. And we're going to put that in Desmos. And then we're going to put in the answer that we got for x, which was 9. And that answer is the measure of angle STV. So that's 153 degrees.